Hello, everyone. Welcome to Grown Folks Fitness. I wanted to talk today a little bit about how to seasonalize your exercise program. What I mean by that is that in the old days, our lives were much more tied to the seasons. So different foods were available depending upon the season. Different activities were either possible or impossible depending upon the conditions. And we've isolated ourselves from that with our modern conveniences. But our bodies still naturally expect and even crave that kind of change. Our bodies will adapt to whatever we do to them. So if we want continued change, meaning we want to continue to get fitter, to get stronger, healthier, thinner, whatever your personal goals are, then it's good to modify your plan depending upon the season. Of course, you don't have to do this, but I think that it not only adds interest to the program and improves your likelihood that you'll stick with it, but it also helps your body to continue to adapt to new stimuli so that you don't hit those plateaus so easily. So, for example, I'll just give myself as an example. I personally lift heavier weights during the fall and winter seasons, and I tend to eat more. There are different foods available. There's the holidays. There's more comfort foods available. There's fewer varieties of fruits and vegetables that are naturally ripe at that time. So it's generally, and to the colder months make you tend to want to eat a little bit more, mainly just to stay warm, but also it's just the nature of that season with the Thanksgiving and Christmas seasons. And even if you don't go crazy, even if you keep your diet, regimented during the holidays, there's still just different foods available and different things going on. Weather may prevent you from going to the gym as often. So what I do actually during the winter and the fall is not only do I eat a little bit more, but I also lift heavier weights, and I lift weights more often. Because I'm eating a little more, it seems appropriate to focus on muscle building rather than fat burning. Now, of course, fat burning is happening at the same time because as you lift weights, you raise your metabolism, so you're burning more calories at rest. And also I continue my cardio, but I may drop it down to maybe 10 to 20 minutes instead of maybe 30 to 60 minutes that I would do in the warmer months. And then when the warmer months come along, I generally focus on cardio. I still lift weights, but I may drop the weight down and focus more on moderate to lighter weights, maybe more functional training, maybe more body weight training, because at that point around March or so, March through the summer, I'm more focused on fat burning. As the weather gets warmer, there's more activities you can do outside, you're going to be wearing less, so the focus is going to be more on wanting to be, as lean as you can. So that's what I do, and it makes it kind of interesting because as the seasons change, my workouts change, and it provides a little bit more motivation, and I have found it to be effective. You can obviously modify it in whatever way works for you. Some people, for example, might train for a marathon in the fall season, starting in the fall, and maybe they start their racing season in the spring and will race through the spring, maybe early summer, and then as it gets really hot, they may focus on water sports. Some people, maybe they go to the gym year-round except during the summer, and maybe summer they take off and just do sports or something like that. So it's just a good idea to mix it up. And same with diet. If you're on, let's say, a low-carb plan, you might want to switch that out seasonally and maybe do low carb during the fall and winter, and then maybe switch to more fruits and vegetables during the winter and during the spring and summer when the fruits and vegetables are more abundant and more ripe. They're in their natural season. And also as the weather heats up, we tend to be less hungry, so that lends itself to lighter foods, and meals maybe spread out a little bit more. You might want to do your intermittent fasting at that time and keep maybe a more normal eating plan during the winter and the fall. So it's up to you, but it's really, I think, important to do things to prevent plateaus and also to make sure that you remain interested in your program, to prevent boredom and to prevent your body from adapting. So keep those things in mind, and make sure you keep moving, keep working on that diet, and make sure, most importantly, that you're not focused on just the short term. It should be a lifestyle. You should be engaging in activities and eating the kind of foods that you can sustain. The worst thing people can do is get so excited about losing 20 pounds on some bizarre or strict plan, knowing full well that's not sustainable for the rest of their lives, and then watching that weight creep back up and then exceed where you started from the first place. So rather than going for the quick fix, go for the long haul, make small incremental changes, and make sure they become habits before you add any other changes. Do it nice and slow, nice and gradual. It should be something that's sustainable, something that makes sense, something that matches your lifestyle. If you need any help, I'm a fitness coach. I'm happy to help you. Otherwise, keep it up. Keep motivated, stay strong, stay positive, and don't stop moving. Peace and love.